What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, the playoffs are here and I'm going to be predicting them. Here are the wild card playoff predictions for the 2016 through 2017 NFL season. And before I start, I want to let you guys know this is the AFC. As far as the AFC goes, I almost predicted this on the spot. I had the Kansas City Chiefs as the number 1 seed just because the Patriots, I thought that they would lose 3 games out of 4 being because Tom Brady was out for 4 games because he was suspended. And that's the only reason why I had the Kansas City Chiefs as the number 1 seed. But they're the number 2 seed right now, and they went 12-4, just as I predicted, 12-4, and they're the number 2 seed. I'm sorry, I just had to get that out there because a lot of people were ridiculing me, saying you had the Chiefs as the number 1 seed. I don't even think they'll be the number 3 seed. And I knew the Chiefs would win the division. I like the Chiefs, but surely during the season I thought Oakland was going to win it because of how Oakland was playing. But before the season, I thought Chiefs were going to win it. They won the division, and I just have to put that out there. I'm sorry, guys. But all right, let's start off with these Saturday games. We've got the Raiders at the Texans. Now, this would have been a better game had Derek Carr been playing, but he is not. As you guys know, Derek Carr is out with an injury. And you know what? This is going to be a low-scoring game. The Texans and the Raiders, I imagine with Connor Cook starting, the ball isn't going to get moved around too much. This is Connor Cook's first start in the NFL. His first start is against the number 1 defense, statistically, number 1 defense in the league right now in a playoff game. His first start ever in a playoff game against the statistically number 1 defense in the league. So, I can't see the Raiders winning this one, man. It's been a waste of a year, basically. They had a great run, but, hopefully they could do it next year. There are a lot of teams that fell off. You got the Carolina Panthers went 15-1 last year. Now they didn't even make the playoffs this year. So, like I said, you got to count your blessings, man. I mean, you never know. This could have been their only shot to get to a Super Bowl or make it far in the playoffs, and Derek Carr goes down, and who knows what happened next year, but things happen. They may not get this opportunity again, so they should really try here. But I gotta have the Texans winning this game. I don't see Connor Cook pulling this one off, so I'll have the Texans winning 17-10. Take Houston -3.5. Moving on. Oh yeah, if the Raiders do somehow win this game, because keep in mind the Texans offense is pretty bad. They don't score many points. They struggle when it comes to moving the ball down the field. Brock Osweiler is a turnover machine. So the only way I see the Oakland Raiders winning this game is like a 10-7 kind of game. Oakland gets some kind of glorious good field position, and they wind up scoring and then hitting a field goal and then leaving the Texans with 1 score, 7 points. So that is the only way I see the Raiders winning this game, is like a 10-7 or 13-7 or 13-10 kind of game. This game will not be high scoring. Being that I just said that, it might be high scoring, but I'm saying this game will not be high scoring. 17-10 is what I predict. Take Houston -3.5. Lions at the Seahawks. Will it surprise me in the slightest that the Lions win this game? Absolutely not. I'm not high on the Seahawks this year whatsoever. They're at home. I guess that gives them, a little bit more. I guess that boosts them up a little bit more in, advantage. And it's one of the hardest places to play in. I get that. The Seahawks are just not the Seahawks from 3 years ago. They are slowly declining. I really don't have any confidence in them. Will they win this game? I'm sure they will. Will it surprise me if the Lions win this game? Not really. Keep in mind, though, the Lions have not won a game ever since Matt Stafford hurt his hand. So that is going to play a factor. I thought when he played the Giants, he actually made some good throws, but it may affect him. He is just not showing it too much, but this hand thing may affect him. And the Lions are another team. You might not know, when you would get this chance again. You don't know if Matt Stafford's going to play like he was playing all this year. granted, he's always been a sleeper. He's been, this guy has thrown for, over 4,000 yards for like 4 years in a row now. But you don't know what kind of team it's going to turn out to next year, and this could be their only shot to make it far. So if they want to win, they got to go through the Seahawks. But I think the Seahawks will win this game 24-20, but take Detroit to cover the spread +8. And the Seahawks will move on to the Atlanta Falcons, which I don't think they're going to win there at all. And then the Texans will face the Patriots. So moving on to the Sunday games, we've got the Dolphins at the Steelers. The Steelers are favored by 10 points, and rightfully so. I don't think the Dolphins are experienced whatsoever. Not the fact that they got a rookie coach, but the fact that they, it's not the whole reason why, but they have a rookie coach, Adam Gase. He is definitely a candidate for Coach of the Year. Matter of fact, I think he should win Coach of the Year. But you've got Adam Gase there. You've got Matt Moore. You don't even have your starter. But you've got a good team around you. Just a lot of inexperienced players, a lot of players that have not been to a playoff game yet. But you've got young, exciting players, and you even got some players that are, getting up there at age that are pretty good too. Jarvis Landry, Devontae Parker, Jay Ajayi, the breakout star just on offense, and you got a couple players on defense. Cameron Wake, I bet he wants to get his first playoff win. So a lot of players that haven't experienced the playoffs yet. So that's definitely a disadvantage for them. And I just don't think they're ready to face a team like the Steelers. Sure, the Steelers struggled facing the Dolphins before at Miami. That's when Ben Roethlisberger got hurt. I think he tore a muscle that game. He partially tore his ACL or something like that. And then he threw 2 or 3 picks in that game, and he threw for less than 100 yards. But he got knocked out of that game. And the Dolphins went on to win that one 30-15. But I think this is a revenge game for the Steelers. For the Steelers right now, they're playing at Pittsburgh. It's a hard place to play in. It's going to be cold up there. Can the Miami Dolphins handle it with Matt Moore under center? I don't think so. So I'll take the Steelers to win this game 31-17. Take Pittsburgh -10. Moving on to the game of the week. We've got the Giants facing the Packers. This has happened every time the Giants have made the playoffs. I would think it seems like it. We always have to face the Packers at Lambeau, and Eli is 2-0 right now facing Aaron Rodgers. Facing the Packers in the playoffs at Lambeau. So. Does that have a big factor in the game? No, I'm just saying it, guys. Stop saying that in the comments. You act like there's going to be a factor in the game. I'm not saying that just because Eli Manning beat Brett Favre in the 2007 playoff games in Lambeau means that somehow it's going to matter here. No, it's not going to matter here. But I'm just saying that the Giants, Eli is 2-0 at Lambeau, so do not come at me with it's cold up there and it's hard to beat Green Bay up there. I'm just saying Eli has done it before and has not been defeated in the playoffs when it comes to Lambeau Field. So, will I think that will carry on? Yes, but I'm not saying that that is a reason why. I'm just saying he has done it before and again. So, and he has done it to Aaron Rodgers. So, I'm going to take the Giants here, not out of a biased thing. I just think the Giants are a different team playing Green Bay. The Giants play Green Bay at Green Bay earlier in the season. The Giants lost, I believe it was 23-16. The Giants had a bunch of chances to put up a field goal. They couldn't do it. That could have narrowed the score margin a little bit. The game wasn't really a blowout per se, and the Giants defense wasn't really getting going. Going into that game, they only had 2 sacks. By week 4, they only had 2 sacks. Those 2 sacks came from Leon Hall and Landon Collins. They were not even from the D-line or the linebackers. They came from secondary players on safety blitzes and cornerback blitzes. So this Giants team is a very different team now. On top of that, they got their first 2 interceptions at Green Bay. They didn't even have any interceptions from week 1 to week 3. And now this Giants defense is playing absolutely amazing. I think it's the best defense in the NFC, representing in the NFC playoffs right now. I think it's the best defense right now. The Seahawks, very close, very close. But yeah, I think the Giants are a very different team. I think Eli will show up. I think Eli is like the opposite of Peyton. Peyton is one of the best regular season quarterbacks. Eli is not. But Eli is one of the best postseason quarterbacks, and Peyton is not. I think they're just completely opposite. But yeah, I think Eli will get it going here. I think Odell will go off. That Giants defense will definitely go off. Granted, there aren't a lot of experienced players on the Giants. I understand that. I am not going to cover that up or sugarcoat that. That does worry me a little bit. But if they just keep playing how they've been playing defensively, and if they pick it up on offense, we have a huge advantage on offense because the Green Bay secondary is absolute trash, absolute literal trash. That Green Bay secondary is garbage. I hope Eli lights it up over there in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. So I'll have the Giants winning 21-17. Take the Giants to cover the spread +5. And the Giants will go on to face the Cowboys for the 3rd time this season. We'll see how that goes out, but I'm pretty sure the Giants will win this game. There shouldn't be a reason why we shouldn't, but I'm pretty sure we'll win this game. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I want to hear what you guys think. And yeah, I'll have another video coming out tomorrow. You'll see what that is. I don't know which video it's going to be, but I got 3 videos that should be coming out. I'll have one going up Thursday, then one going up Friday, then one going up Saturday. And yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.